Coming up, we tell you how some are trying to humanize the hoodie.
And later, we give you some tips on how to get that summer job.
I'll take a closer look at Iowa baseball's weekend matchup with the 12th-ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys coming up in sports.
Mid-70s temperatures, a lot of sun, not really much to complain about. Find out more in weather.
All that more coming up on this Friday morning broadcast.
From Connect to the Old Capitol, you're watching DITV News. Good morning, Iowa City, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Susanna Kloster.
And I'm Sydney Zatz. We've seen some hectic weather this week. 1 minute it's sunny, the next we have a tornado warning. Sorry to say, but looks like it's not calming down anytime soon.
With more on that, we have to expect with John Chenoweth in the weather studio with a special report.
They say April showers bring May flowers, but with Iowa's wacky weather this winter and spring, it seems as though that this May has taken April's role. We are only 4 days into May, and 2 of those days have been filled with severe weather. Like most of you, my phone went off with a warning on Wednesday that said there was a tornado warning for Johnson County, which was accompanied by hard rain, thunder, and lightning. Last night, we saw some severe thunderstorms, which started around 10 o'clock and carried into early this morning. What you're looking at behind me is this radar from last night's severe weather. As you can see, the storm moved northeast across central Iowa and hit Iowa City around 10 o'clock. The next time we may see severe weather will be next Wednesday, so at least there is a little break from now until then. Make sure to always be checking the weather as we may be seeing a lot of severe weather this month. Stay safe, Fox. I'll see you later with the local forecast.
Despite recent events, the University of Iowa plans to continue with the Tom Brokaw-themed exhibit in the main library. Late last month, Brokaw was accused by 3 women of sexual misconduct. Brokaw denied these allegations and has received the support of his fellow colleagues. However, NBC's chairman has acknowledged these allegations and will take them seriously. The exhibit will feature Brokaw's book on World War II, with benefits going to the school's research and scholarship programs.
The FDA is officially taking action against the Juul brand and other e-cigarette companies. The Food and Drug Administration released a statement on April 24th citing 40 retailers around the nation selling Juul products to minors. In response, Juul Labs launched a $30 million campaign to combat underage nicotine use. They also are working with experts, including Iowa Attorney General Tom Miller, a well-known proponent of the tobacco industry. On the issue, Miller stated, quote, "It is a cause for concern, but it has not reached panic or epidemic stages," end quote. For more, check out the front page of the Daily Iowan.
An Iowa City fashion designer is using clothing to send a message. The Humanize My Hoodie campaign is starting a national conversation to highlight the struggle Black men feeling dehumanized. The message the hoodies share is one that some know far too well. DITV reporter Michaela Hushaw has a story.
Humanize my hoodie, a simple phrase with a complex meaning, a meaning that Iowa City designer Andre Wright wants to share.
The Humanize My Hoodie campaign is a bold way to start the conversation about police brutality, and I'm going to get in on it today too.
When Black men wear hoodies, there is a stigma, a threat perception that the police officers or the officers carry.
This perceived threat, which may not be an actual threat to a police officer's safety, has caused multiple killings of unarmed Black men in America. From protests to the NFL, people are speaking out. Wright and his partner surveyed over 100 police officers and discovered that appearance does matter.
So we got like this data that really just showed that there is so much of there's so many biases that's included within a garment.
So they launched a national campaign selling hoodies and attracting attention from celebrities, even some performance artists like the hip-hop duo Reflex. Reflex member Curtis Bell says that he too has felt targeted while wearing a hoodie.
People just look at me like I'm up to something, you know?
He says that the campaign is important for continuing the conversation of respect.
Instead of saying like, all right, y'all, we need to stop wearing as many hoodies or we need to stop doing this because of this, he's saying, you know, humanize my hoodies. The people who are at fault need to change.
And by continuing this conversation, Wright hopes that the result will be lasting change.
And hopefully one day we won't have to have the words humanize my hoodie on the hoodie.
For now, there is still a message to send. Reporting from Iowa City, this is Michaela Hughes-Shaw with DITV.
So Zonga, last night we had a bunch of storms, and I personally really like thunderstorms. They're one of my favorite parts of summer.
Yeah, John has more in the weather studio about all those storms last night.
Thanks, guys. With finals week almost upon us, I hope we can escape the severe weather we have been having lately to help us focus on our studies. We've been lucky these past few weeks with warm temperatures and clear skies, but of course we can't be of perfect weather all the time. Go figure. Let's just hope this weekend's forecast will allow us to relax and study outside in the sun. This afternoon brings partly cloudy skies and a hot temperature of 79 degrees. Tonight's temperature will drop down to 50 degrees with clear skies. So far, so good. Let's take a look at the extended forecast. Tomorrow, you'll experience mostly sunny skies with an afternoon high temperature of 82 degrees and at night, a low temperature of 55 degrees. On Sunday, expect partly cloudy skies with afternoon high temperatures in the mid-70s and at night, low temperatures in the mid-40s. On Monday, you'll experience sunny skies with afternoon high temperatures in the mid-70s and overnight lows in the upper 40s. Mostly cloudy skies on Tuesday with afternoon highs in the mid-70s and overnight lows in the mid-50s. Finally, on Wednesday, expect scattered thunderstorms with afternoon highs in the lower 70s and overnight lows in the mid-50s. Almost a perfect week. The only real downside is next Wednesday with scattered thunderstorms, but it could be a lot worse, and I know I'm excited for next week. Well, the weather that is, not finals, but you get the point. That's really all I got for you here in the weather studio. Guys, back to you.
It might be finals week, but at least we aren't seeing snow this time around. Non-tenured track professors at the University of Iowa plan to protest stagnant wages and ongoing lack of communications with administration today. A rally starting at the university's Pentacrest and heading to the university's president's residence, organized by Faculty Forward, aims to, quote, make it clear to Harold and the rest of the administration that we won't let them continue to treat dedicated, essential educators as contingent, end quote. The march starts today at 2:30.
With classes coming to an end and summer right around the corner, students may be curious of potential job opportunities here in the Iowa City area. DITV News reporter Kennedy Cook visited the Pomerantz Center to learn more.
Don't know how to find a job? Unsure of where to look? Worried that it might be too late to find summer employment?
Well, the Hire a Hawk website is an essential tool for finding employment.
There are still hundreds of internship and student employment positions for the summer and those looking ahead to fall. So this is still a good opportunity to look around and look for part-time opportunities if you're staying in the Iowa City area.
When exploring this site, students can type in keywords such as summer and employment that will help narrow their search. Another fundamental resource is available right here on campus at the Pomerantz Career Center. Students can visit the career office located on the 3rd floor to meet with advisors who can aid in the job search process.
It's a great way to network and learn about different career types and explore. Even if it's not your dream job, it's obviously helping you learn those transferable skills that you can apply to any position in the future.
Reporting from the Pomerantz Career Center, Kennedy Cook, DITV News.
We apologize for those technical difficulties, but in sports, we have a lot to learn about baseball this past weekend.
That's right, we have a big weekend for baseball, and to sum it all up, we have Lucy Rodin in the sports studio with our baseball pregame show. Lucy?
Thanks, guys. Welcome to the final baseball pregame show of the year, and it is a special one as Iowa will host the Big 12 powerhouse and nationally ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys and Dwayne Banks this weekend. But before we get to that, Iowa got a 2-1 series victory over a Michigan team last weekend that was hot off a 20-game win streak. On Sunday, the Hawks clinched the series in dramatic fashion with a Tyler Cropley walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th. Let's take a look at that dramatic finish. What a great performance from Tyler, but equally as impressive in this series was pitcher Nick Allgaier. Allgaier was named Big Ten Pitcher of the Week following only allowing 1 run on 5 hits and throwing 8 strikeouts against the Wolverines on Friday. Allgaier is second in the Big Ten with 61 strikeouts and has a 2.18 ERA this season. He's been a consistent threat on the mound for Iowa all year, and it's going to be crucial for Nick to have a good night against a hot-hitting Oklahoma State team who is batting at .263 on the season. But speaking of Oklahoma State, this will be the first ever meeting between these two programs. The Pokes come into this weekend with a 27-15-1 record and currently sit at first place in the Big Ten and are ranked as high as 12th nationally. The Cowboys have won 7 out of their last 8, with their first loss since mid-April coming this week with a 6-5 loss at Oral Roberts. This group is one of the hottest teams in baseball, averaging over 7 runs a game, and over the past 20 games, their batting average has risen by 24 points, thanks in part to hitting 30 home runs over that span. And against this hot Okie State team, it's going to be really important for the Iowa pitchers to have a strong showing on Friday and Saturday. Unfortunately for the Hawks, starting Sunday pitcher Cole McDonald left their game early against Michigan with an injury. Here's what head coach Rick Heller had to say on McDonald's status following the game.
Our trainer Connor checked him out. It's not in a great spot, but he thought it felt pretty stable. We're going to get him in to see Dr. Wolf, and we really won't know anything until he gets an MRI and we'll listen to Dr. Wolf what he says, but I'm guessing they'll get an MRI, take a look at it quickly. With the Tommy John guys, sometimes the scar tissue will break loose and stuff like that. That's all we can kind of hope for at this point. But he heard it on the pitch. He struck the kid out, and then it looked like it was a changeup the next pitch, and that was the fastball. So it was pretty scary. He said he knew something was wrong after he struck the kid out with the fastball.
Iowa's starting pitcher for Sunday is currently listed as to be determined. But despite the uncertainty at that Sunday spot, I think the Hawks will get at least one game in over the Pokes. I know Iowa is coming off a tough extra inning loss to Mizzou this week, but if Iowa keeps hitting the way they have been and can get a solid start out of Allgaier tonight and Brady Shanuel tomorrow, Iowa has a good shot at taking this series and getting a major resume booster. But that is it from me on the Sports Studio. First pitch is set tonight for 6:05 p.m. and the Iowa Athletics Office announced they're adding additional seating for this weekend's series. And tonight is also Military Appreciation Night, so it's going to be a crowded one at Duane Banks, so get there early. Guys at the desk, back to you.
Each Friday, we here at DITV News are proud to bring you the ICAC Animal of the Week. This is reserved for that one special animal at the Animal Caring Adoption Center who is ready to meet their new family.
This week we brought in a newcomer to the adoption center, a Labrador Retriever with a heart of a puppy, Cheyenne.
Cheyenne is chock full of energy and loves nothing more than running, except for possibly playing with anyone and everyone she meets.
Cheyenne keeps busy and is looking for a home to be the same. Cheyenne's energy will make hiking days and field trips the highlight of any summer.
Families with other furry friends won't be fit for Cheyenne. The 3-year-old prefers to get all the attention she can.
For more information on Cheyenne and all the other furry friends at the Iowa City Animal Center, you can visit the ICAC website, call them on their phone, or stop by to find your next furry friend.
And she's just adorable. The United States Congress has formally sent a Nobel Peace Prize nomination for President Donald Trump to the Nobel Committee for his efforts in promoting Korean diplomacy and working towards ending the Korean War. 17
members of the Congress have signed the bid for President Trump, including Iowa Representative Steve King. If successful, Trump would be the second U.S. president to receive the award in office.
That's a wrap on this Friday morning edition of DITV News.
Be sure to head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday.
For more Daily Iowan, check out our print edition of the news on Stands Now. And don't forget about our weekly Discover Snapchat page, updated every Friday.
For DITV News, I'm Susanna Kloster.
And I'm Sydney Zatz. Have a great day, Iowa City. We'll see you back here on Monday morning, same time, same place.